50 years, surfers have gathered at the remote rural outpost of Marrawa, Tasmania, a wild, windswept corner of Australia's southernmost state. Marrawa is home to a series of long beaches that bear the full brunt of the roaring 40s and the swells they drive across the Indian Ocean before they collide with this wild, unforgiving shoreline.
Just to sit very still and keep the mind calm.
What started as a gathering of like-minded individuals has grown to be Tasmania's premier surf event. But the West Coast Classic is more than just a surf competition. It is a gathering of the tribe from each corner of this far-flung island state. The West Coast Classic is a celebration of the surfing lifestyle and the characters you meet along the way.
Only a few metres of trash, easily handled.
So this is our 50th. 50 years of surfing competition in a rural, conservative outpost on the west coast of Tasmania is a huge feat. It's probably circular heads, meat, potatoes, cricket and football, old-fashioned area. And for surfing, which is a modern sport, lifestyle, back in the 70s had a very, very bad name. But for this event to grow from that early period to being as big as it is now, it has evolved into a very family-orientated and social event. As the great Mick Lawrence said, it's a gathering of the tribe. Everyone comes together and really enjoys it, and it's a great surfing spectacular to watch the athleticism of modern surfers out there in this solid surf. We always try and hold it in good, challenging conditions so everyone has a chance.
Wow, 50 years running. That is a very, very good effort. It's so good to see a lot of new faces, but also a lot of old faces. I feel like everyone's really rallied around this event to come back up and really make it a big one. So it's exciting to see the amount of numbers in this heat draw. And some names that have won it in the past. So it's a stacked field and it's going to be intense competition.
It's such a rugged coastline and you never really know what you're in for. 1 minute it's 2 foot over this side and then you go around the other corner and it can be 10 foot. So it's challenging and the power in the waves up here is just, phenomenal sort of, it's just roar and deep water and fast moving ocean.
Welcome back, West Coast Classic. How are your thoughts on it? You've surfed your first round. How did you go, mate?
Yeah, I got through. Yeah, it was really fun. It's my second time to the West Coast. I came with Dad a couple of years ago, and it's a pretty cool and raw, wild place. And yeah, it's great to get the comp going. Yeah, excited. Should be some good waves throughout the weekend, and yeah, it's good to see Dad get through his heat then as well, so good start.
How did your dad go in his heat?
Yeah, Dad went really good. He got a higher heat total than I did, I think. So yeah, he winding back the clock. He looked really good.
Oh mate, it's just great to be able to go in a comp with my son and say that's cool. Yeah, just good to say I went in a comp in the same division.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah, look, it is really good to do it with my daughter. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, April. So she's gone from being the tally lady, and previous to that my wife used to do it and other women used to help fill out the role of the tallying, but now we're running live heats, so April's job's redundant and she's got involved in the judging, and which is great to see. But it's as she reminds me, it's the one weekend we spend together. So yeah, it's really, really good and she always looks forward to it.
This is my 27th year, I think. I've never missed one in my entire life. So that's pretty cool. It's my favourite weekend of the year and I get to spend the entire weekend with Dad, which doesn't happen very often anymore because we're so busy doing things all the time. So it's really nice just to have that quality time together.
My goal when I took on being the events manager, it was to make it a family-friendly environment. Yeah, that's what we did when we were young. So that's what I wanted to bring back to surfing in Tasmania, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of it.
I'm loving it down here. I love a 50th birthday, the West Coast Classic. Walking, great people, great food, great waves. I mean, when you could pull up at a beach like this and everyone parks their four-wheel drives and post up for the day, it's great. I'm really enjoying it.
It's good. It's very remote. It's good. Good surf, pretty raw. There's nothing really like it in Tassie. But yeah, always great atmosphere up here.
Well, look, we're finishing up 2 months in Tassie, and I heard that the Classic is on here, and it was the 50-year one, and we thought we've got to get here, and just by chance we're at Stanley, and then it's on. Yeah, no, we're really excited to be here and see the talent that's out there.
On the content.
Welcome, Shannon, to the 50th anniversary of the Rip Curl West Coast Classic, and you being the 76th winner of this event way back when, how do you see the evolving of surfing competition and surfing nowadays from that long journey back then to now?
Well, it certainly is a long journey. There's, it was a bit of a rebellious sport back in the 70s really, and it was a time of social revolution, soul surfing and so forth, and small beginnings. But when I look around here today, it's what my main sort of emotion is just taking my hat off to you guys who run it. The way it's grown, I mean, I really respect that because it's social contribution, you know.
Very, very family orientated now. Can you see that big change from back in the day when it was just men and boys?
Exactly.
And now a lot of girls, women, fathers, daughters, sons,
You've got it.
Big family.
Yeah. Probably that's one of the biggest things with the lack of women back in the day. And my wife surfs now, and you know, she was lamenting the day. Like she would have been a good, you know, competitive surfer, but there wasn't the opportunity back then. So you know, and the young girls just went round the point there to paddle out for their event. So it's just fantastic.
Tell me what your thoughts are, your fondest memories of coming up to the West Coast Classic.
Coming up with all my family, with my mum, my dad, my brother, staying with all the friends. So it's just a fun social event, and yeah.
To have a contest that's been running for 50 years, it's pretty amazing that, you know, it's been going on for so long. And, you know, I've been lucky enough to be able to compete in this contest for about, 6 or 7 years. So, yeah, it's a good community, and yeah, it's just everybody comes from out of the blue, really.
Tell us your thoughts on the West Coast Classic and some of those early years.
I love the place. It's fantastic. I don't get to come back often enough. The early days were an experience, very character building, and a lot of fun. So yeah, I love it. It's never hard up here. Like the locals are very welcoming. I've never had any dramas or anything but wonderful times and wonderful people. So yeah, fond memories. Just wish I could be out there and actually competing today.
It's always a great weekend to come up here and the raw and ruggedness and just disconnect a little bit, you know, for a few days. So it does mean a lot to make the venture up here and get into it.
Got really fond memories of this place. It's a beautiful area, and there's always waves here. That's the best part. Like you said, there's always swell, and everyone's just, because I think everyone comes from another area, everyone, you know, just makes a good vibe for everybody. Yeah.
So in that time that you've been involved with the West Coast Classic, you would have seen some amazing surfers come through this competition. Could you just highlight a couple that spring to mind, or some efforts over the years that really stand out?
Yeah, obviously Jy Johannesen's 5 wins has been absolutely astonishing. Great, huge effort. He just reads the ocean exceptionally well, Jy. I can remember some epic finals out of here, going way back, featuring the legends of surfing Tasmania, Andrew Campbell, Dustin, Hollick, a very young Ben Richardson of the day.
that, because this is the second time he's now taken out the Rip Curl West Coast Classic. The big fella who was just smashing it with all the opposition he had with these young guys, and the little master next to me. Hamish Redwick, the new 2025 champion. So Hamish's names goes on that perpetual trophy again for the second time. Hamish.
No, just so great to have the conditions this weekend, and everyone putting it together. Yeah, from the grassroots bits of the tents on the beach, the judges, it's a long weekend for everyone to commit themselves to. And I've been coming up here since I was 8 years old, started off in the Supergroms, watching, and every year it's the marquee event to me. It means a heap to me, coming up here. It's the best part of Tasmanian surfing, hanging out on the beach, drinking cans, smoking hanging the out, But that's what we're about. The West is best. The ruggedness of it all, and I don't know. Yeah, just love it. And thanks to Pritter, Blainey, Richie, Salty for every year putting it on. These guys, it's epic. Yeah, yeah. But Henry ripping all weekend, absolutely bashing the out of it. Sky Rats beat the out of me for the last 5 years. But I was content to make the final, and whatever happens, happens. And it's a real pleasure and honour to be put on that again, and for the 50th year. And I'd like to thank all you guys for being here. And yeah, it's been really awesome and a special weekend. So thank you, and yeah, love you all, and let's go!